Your Facebook page says you are the drag and theatrical comedic creation of Nathan Lough.
Yes, it does indeed, because I'm not a real person. I'm a character, and I think something quite interesting that is coming more to the forefront of drag is the difference between just being a drag queen and just working in bars and being a theatrical creature. So I don't plan on working in bars for the rest of my life. I'd also like to be headlining a solo show or acting on a stage, not just serving shots.
So we have a little clip of you performing in a local gay bar. You once said in an interview you tried to mash up classic camp drag with modern things, and one of the judges from Drag Idol called your performance art shit drag. Can you explain to us what that means?
So classic campy drag is kind of old-fashioned. It's feather boas and all this stuff, and it's normally, you know, a 40-year-old fat fella in a frock with a crap wig on, just doing I Am What I Am by Shirley Bassey. And kind of modern drag is like RuPaul, like yas, yas, and death dropping and all this stuff. So I mix those two together. So I do kind of the image and the character of an old-fashioned drag queen, and I bring in modern pop cultural references. And yes, I am able to death drop, and yes, I'm able to go yas. So it's kind of an amalgamation of the old with the new. And in terms of shit drag, it's kind of purposefully bad drag. So my makeup was still developing at the time when I got that critique. And so I don't shave my legs, I don't shave my armpits. I'm purposefully kind of playing on the fact that I'm a man and this kind of gender binary. So that's all for comedic purposes. So shit, but good.
You created this bitter character, right? Gladys has had countless tragic marriages, a miserable childhood. You speak about domestic abuse, you speak about topics like murder, really morbid topics. So my question is why? Like why, and I quote you here, an 87-year young bitter old hag?
So the character of Gladys is, she's 87 and she's based on my grandparents. And I think the fact that she has had a long life gives me more content to draw from, and issues, you know, such as, these are all things that in life we go through, birth, death, marriages, good marriages, bad marriages, having children, having positive experiences, having negative experiences. It's something with a little bit more meat on its bones.
When you say these experiences, there must be experiences of Nathan, right? So how much of Nathan is in Gladys and how much of Gladys is in Nathan?
I would say 100% of Nathan is in Gladys. Wow. Gladys kind of is a platform through which I perform. So when I'm with my friends telling jokes or just, you know, trying to seek laughter or to, you know, that kind of thing every performing arts child has ever wanted, or, you know, a young actor, maybe I'll get a little bit of a laugh and it's nice and it's normal, but getting up on stage as Gladys and saying the same things produces a different reaction. So I kind of use Gladys almost as a catalyst for my performance. So therefore I would say maybe 0% of Gladys is in Nathan, because Gladys is a very, well, she's very confident. I'm very confident, but Gladys is mega confident. But she's also very rude, can be quite aggressive. She's a monster, and I wouldn't like to think of myself as a monster.
Nathan, you are in a relationship, right? So that must have been hard for your boyfriend because you just discovered that you wanted to do drag?
Yeah, I've always been interested in drag, and me and my boyfriend have been together for about 2 years. And it came to a point where in January I signed up to do the competition, and all of a sudden I was doing drag. There was no question about it, I was going to have to do drag. And it was hard, but it does challenge those conceptions you have about yourself, like, am I going to be okay with my partner dressing up as a woman once a week? And we got there. It's been a journey, but he was very patient and very loving, and now he is my proudest supporter, and I'm very happy.
Can I ask Gladys one more question?
Of course you can.
So Nathan had a very supportive family, but would Gladys tell all those children out there whose parents aren't supportive or who are afraid to be who they are really, maybe because they're afraid of what people might think?
Gladys would tell those children, you know who you are, you can develop who you want to be yourself, and one day you'll be allowed to be yourself. And if the people who love you the most don't accept that, then they don't love you the most. And you can find happiness in your life by being yourself no matter what.